Hello everyone, welcome to Golden Heart Tarot. My name is Ren. I hope you all are safe and happy. Today we are asking, what have they realized about you? As usual, we have three groups. Group 1 is first quarter moon in Capricorn, Unleash Your Kindest Self, and the Darkwood Tarot. Group 2 is last quarter moon in Taurus, Be Proud of Yourself, and the Rider-Waite Tarot. And group 3 is first quarter moon in Scorpio, Release Your Blocks, and the Tarot of the Divine. I'll be doing one big shuffle at the beginning, but if you want to jump straight into your reading, those timestamps are in the description box. I'll see you at your group. Hello, Group 1. If you chose first quarter moon in Capricorn, Unleash Your Kindest Self, and the Darkwood Tarot, this will be a reading. We're asking, what have they realized about you? Let me get your cards laid out, and then we'll get into your reading. We had Knight of Cups on the back of the deck. 29, the Self. 17, the Lover. 52, the Tear. 9 of Swords. King of Cups. The King of Wands. Queen of Swords. 6 of Cups. The High Priestess. The 2 of Wands. The 8 of Wands. And the 6 of Swords. No, I'm not taking reversals, but the High Priestess did come out in reverse, and I'll keep that in mind during the reading. All right, Group 1. Well, it's pretty clear that this person misses you a lot, and they are worried that you may be leaving them behind. One of the biggest realizations that they have had is that they see you for who you are. You have a very vibrant, open, and beautiful personality. You've really started to come into your own and express your authentic self. This person has realized that you are just amazing. You really light them up. They find you to be incredibly special. They've realized that they've only scratched the surface of who you are. There's so much more to learn. This person has realized that they love you for who you are. Without expectations, without rules. They love getting to know you. They love spending time with you. They love talking to you. This person loves your energy. They realize that they are energized by being around you. Like things feel so good, so bright, so optimistic, so beautiful when you are around. They cherish the time that they spend with you because they realize that it is so special. This person is definitely in love with you, Group 1. I don't know what you did to them, but wow, they got it bad. But still, there's something not quite right here. We have the tear. There could have been a breakup here, or there may be some sort of separation is imminent. Like maybe one of you are moving, or it could be that you are not treating them the same way as you used to. There's something not quite right here that they're picking up. I think they're realizing that they don't want to lose you. Whatever is going on, they don't want it to happen. Yeah, whatever is going on, it has made them realize that they love you. They love you and they don't want to let you go. I think in the past, you have shown them a lot of care, a lot of respect, a lot of compassion towards them. Your communication was very open and loving. They have realized that your communication is not the same anymore. You may not be communicating at all. If you do, it is causing them a lot of anxiety and fear. Maybe you both have been fighting and the communication has been pretty harsh. This person is definitely worried. If this is arguing, then they feel that you are one step away from ending it completely with them. If this is some outside influence, then it's like you both have been talking about it so much that it's just getting irritating at this point. There's not much left to say. Yeah, you used to be sweet to them, very patient, you used to fill their cup. You made them feel loved and cared for. But that has definitely changed. I think you used to be like pretty laid back, very quiet. Maybe you just kind of did whatever everyone else wanted to do. Maybe you used to doubt yourself a lot. You didn't stand up for yourself very much. This person has realized you have definitely changed from that. I mean, you went to the King of Wands, so yeah, he doesn't doubt anything. I'm hearing taking your kindness for weakness. Yeah. This person has realized that you're kind of fed up with it all. You indulge more in things that you want to do, and are possibly more defiant when it comes to things that you don't want to do. I think this person is realizing that it's not that you are insecure in the past, it's that you have a good amount of control over yourself. And maybe you're feeling it's time to loosen the reins a bit. This person has realized that you will take action, whether that means that you'll break up with them or you'll move or whatever is going on. There is a distinct possibility that you will do it. In the past, I think that this person knew what to expect from you. You were very clear and fair with them, really with everyone. You were always very helpful. You knew what to say to make things right or to change the situation for the better. What they've realized is, once again, I'm getting your self-control, but also a choice. You may not choose them. You may not choose to go down a path with them. They don't know what to expect from you anymore. I think they've realized that you are possibly planning a future without them. I just heard, how about them apples? She's got apples all over the ground. You know, it just seems like this person is taking you for granted. And they're starting to see all of these other parts of your personality coming out. You're being more yourself than ever. And I think they're afraid you're going to leave them behind. That it's too late. I don't know, Group 1. It feels like you haven't really made your final decision yet, but this person does realize that you're planning for the possibility. I think you've known each other for quite a long time. You seem to have had a lot of experiences together. I believe they felt you've enjoyed your experiences with them. It seems that possibly in the past you've had a lot of passion for each other. They felt that you were enamored with them, like you were very content with where you were. But now they've realized that you may leave them behind with that Six of Swords there. If you have kids together, you may take the kids. I mean, that's kind of a shocking revelation. You go from being enamored with them to leaving them behind, you know? This person is very worried about this, like very, very worried. I don't know if this was a long time coming for you, but for them, it seems like you just turned completely different from one day to the next. Like they are blindsided by it. So because they've realized these things about you, it has caused them to be more romantic towards you, to be more charming, to be very kind and loving. This person does not want to lose you, and so they are doing everything in their power to win you back. From the cards, I can't really tell what it is that they have done, but I can see the effect that they have had on you. Whatever it is, it's putting you in your personal power. With the amount of court cards, I can say that this is something that you have been thinking about for quite some time. This is not something that you are being impulsive about. It's not an easy decision for you. We have cups, swords, wands, and the high priestess. The only ones we're missing are the pentacles. So it seems that you have pretty much everything decided and lined up except for actually doing it. That would be the next step, it seems, from the cards anyway. I'm sending you strength, group 1. Well, thank you so very much for joining me. If you enjoyed this reading, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, group 2. If you chose last quarter moon in Taurus, be proud of yourself and the Rider-Waite Tarot. This will be your reading. We're asking, what have they realized about you? Let me get your cards laid out, and then we'll get into your reading. We had Justice on the back of the deck. 47, the Storm. 72, Agape. 41, the Village. 4 of Pentacles. King of Wands. Knight of Swords. Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant, the King of Swords, the Ace of Cups, Judgment, and the Knight of Wands. There seem like a lot of people here. We've got 4 court cards, 4 major arcana, and the Storm is like the Tower card, so there's another one. It seems to me that you are very important to this person. You're certainly not just anybody. Whatever your connection, it's been very impactful. Their biggest realization about you is that they love you. I'm hearing that's the way love goes. What's that? Janet Jackson. Yeah. That's not all of what I'm talking about. That's part of it. I'm also hearing like, despite it all. So like, there's an inner circle, things to overcome, through storms and destruction. They love you through all of it. No matter what, they love you. Sorry, Spirit's kind of bombarding me with stuff at the moment. It's hard to make sense of everything that I'm getting. I'm also seeing one of you pulled away because of the chaos in your life, like things falling apart, and the other one being pulled away because of family, societal expectation, their community, responsibility. It's like no matter what's pulling you apart, you two are reaching towards each other. There's nothing that can disconnect you completely. That's what it feels like. I think their realization is that even if something did part you physically, you never left them. And they've never left you. Nothing can break apart the love and devotion you have for each other. That's what they've realized about you. It is very possible you two are physically separated from each other right now. If you aren't communicating right now, you still may feel them sometimes. There are several spiritual, destiny, karma type cards in your reading, so I'm just going to go ahead and say that this is a divine couple. If you don't believe in that, then this is just a very important connection. It's interesting the kings brought their corresponding knights with them. So it feels like this person wants to share communication or take an action, but they're waiting until the moment is right. Thought and preparation have gone into it. They have realized that your communication has changed towards them. It could have been that in the past you were very, very social, very focused on them. You could have had a very creative way of communicating. You came across very charismatic, and it was pretty steady. I think now you don't share like you used to. You hold back a lot. And your communication could be pretty scarce. You may be focused on other things, such as your work right now. You certainly don't communicate with them the way that you used to. I think they may have realized that you are holding back something from them. It feels like you're holding on to some sort of news. There may be a plan to relocate or something. I don't know. They're picking up that you're not telling them something. I don't think they know what it is. Could be a divorce or ending another situation. You'll have to let me know, group 2. Your actions may speak louder than your words right now. They've always believed you to be very intelligent, to be very honest about the things that you wanted to do. But I think you talked a lot about them and maybe shared some of them, but didn't really take action on those things. And I think they've realized now that you are. The things that you told them that you would do, you're doing them. So let's say you told them that you wanted to get a divorce. Well, you filed. You may have had to wait for the circumstances to be just right, but when it came time, you did it. They've realized that you really don't lie. You do follow through. I think it may have taken this person by surprise to find out that you were going to take action on some of the things that you talked about. Look at the horse in the Knight of Swords, how he's looking at the knight. Yeah. They're like, what in the world are you doing? It's like they weren't expecting it. Always keep them on their toes, group 2. They've realized that it might take you a little bit to make a decision on something, but once you do, that's it. The decision is made and you will take action on it. This person has realized that you love them too. That and how you've treated them is all about showing how much you love them. And you do this with everyone. You show people how much you love them. You are very compassionate and caring. I think in the past they viewed you as someone that would mirror other people. So if they were nice to you, you would be nice. If they were mean, you would be mean. But they couldn't really tell how you were, just at neutral. Like what kind of person you were. I think this caused them to hold back from you because they weren't sure exactly what to make of you. You're a very powerful force, especially when it comes to your effect on this person. Yeah, I'm getting this person may have been standoffish with you at the start. It's because they were very confused. Like they didn't know what to make of you at all. They were very drawn to you, but very confused by you at the same time. They have realized that you are a very loving person. You have so much love for everyone and everything around you. You may have developed feelings for each other rather quickly, and I don't believe that that's usual for this person. And they have come to realize that it's not a usual thing for you either. That this is a special thing between you. I'm also hearing read them like a book. So in the past, you may have just come in and been like their ideal partner. Like you said the right things, you did the right things, and maybe they didn't trust that either because it was just too wild, you know? And they realized that this happened because you're meant to be together. This person has thought that you were brought together by some kind of force, you know, by the divine, by luck, or by whatever you want to believe. What they've come to realize is that all of this happened because you were willing to take a chance. You were willing to be open enough to put yourself out there. You stepped outside your comfort zone and made yourself known to them. You made yourself vulnerable, and yet you weren't afraid of what might happen. You were very brave. So yeah, it seems that you two have been brought together for a reason. Your connection seems fated or destined or divine, a bit otherworldly. It's not like a normal connection, at least in this person's eyes. And from the cards, I would tend to believe them. Their realizations about you have made them want to act in kind. So if you are clearing some of the blocks, some of the things that are keeping you apart, they are doing the same. If you are sending them love, they're sending you love. If you're being vulnerable and taking a chance, they are too. Their realizations about you have made them want to be fair with you and honest. They want to make clear decisions and take responsibility for their own actions. So if you are not together, if you're not communicating, just know that this person is sending you a lot of love, and that just because you aren't seeing it doesn't mean it's not happening. A lot of work is being done here. So group 2, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so very much for joining me. If you enjoyed this reading, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, Group 3. If you chose first quarter moon in Scorpio, release your blocks in the Tarot of the Divine. This will be a reading. We're asking, what have they realized about you? Let me get your cards laid out, and then we'll get into your reading. We have the Tower on the back of the deck. 39, the Temple. 28, the Shadow. 64, the Offering. Ace of Swords, Page of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, Queen of Wands, 5 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, the High Priestess, Knight of Wands, and Page of Swords. So what have they realized about you, Group 3? Well, there is regret in their energy here, so I'm getting that they've had quite a few realizations about how wrong they were about you. This may be someone that you're in separation with or not speaking to at this time. And if you are, it may not be consistent. I believe this person is disappointed in how things have turned out with you, but they're not quite letting you go here. This person may have cried over you. I think they may be so focused on regretful about how things turned out that they aren't seeing that things had to end that way so that you could come back in a better, more aligned way. This person is very pessimistic of their chances, but there are cards here to suggest that that is not the case. It just can't be the way that it was. I don't believe you are very easy to get to know, Group 3. It is like this person feels that they've been on a quest to find a treasure, all right? Only to find out that that treasure has been in their pocket the entire time. So I'm getting that this person has realized that you're not different from them, you are them. And in order to get to know you, they had to get to know themselves. They had to realize a lot of things about themselves. So they've been on this long, sometimes painful journey, focused on you, thinking this was about learning more about who you are, only to find out that it's been entirely about them. They couldn't understand you until they could understand themselves, and they couldn't accept you until they could accept themselves. I believe they're going through an awakening, and you may have too, especially with the Tower card there. I believe this person has realized that this connection requires sacrifice. This could be sacrificing who they used to be. It could be sacrificing something that they have that they need to give up, and then trusting the universe that something better will be brought to them. It could be sacrificing this connection in order for it to come back stronger in the way it was intended to be. Maybe it couldn't happen until the situation was sacrificed and you both could focus on yourselves. In any case, their biggest realization is that you are them, that you are basically the same type of person. Your differences are purely superficial. I think this person has realized that this connection is a gift, that it's important, that it has changed them. So I think in the past, this person found you to be very sweet. You are a kind person, maybe even a little naive. The things you said made sense, but I think they questioned your optimism because that's not exactly where they were at the time. They questioned how kind you were, like what it was that you actually wanted. You just seemed like a very sweet, kind person and someone that saw the brighter things in life. Like someone that enjoys nature and flowers and animals and just someone that seemed very young and hopeful and someone that hadn't been smothered by the world around them, you know? Someone that didn't know how the world worked. Someone that had been protected, possibly even spoiled. What they've realized is that that is not the case. You know very well what's going on. You know how the world works. You are very clear on all of that. It's not that you are blindly optimistic. The world is a tough place, and you choose not to make it more difficult. They have realized that you are very intelligent and very adept at how you interact with people. You know, I'm getting that this person has had to change quite a bit, but I think you have too. So the realizations are not just a product of how they have changed. I think you are kind and you are sweet, but there's a side to you that can be very direct, very honest, and maybe that side comes out more than it used to. They like how your mind works. They enjoy riding on your train of thought, like how you get to some conclusions. They think you are very good at problem solving. Instead of untying that Gordian knot that's in the Ace of Swords card, you bring a sword. You cut right through it. I'm hearing you've provided them the clarity to work through the problems that they were facing, things that really seemed impossible to overcome. In the past, your actions showed them that you may have wanted to build with them, to work with them, that you wanted something from them. You may have wanted their assistance. So I'm getting that there's this learning energy, this very young and naive type of energy. They may have thought that you wanted them to take care of you in some way, provide you with some sort of stability. This could have been in career or finances, in a living situation or a relationship. I think they may have thought you to be oblivious to some things. Like, it's almost like you just trusted that these things would work out without even consulting them. Or maybe you considered interest as actual investment. In any case, now they've realized that you let go of this opportunity and that maybe it wasn't easy. It may have even seemed like a betrayal. I'm also hearing cry for help, so it may have been that you were in a very tight spot and just needed someone to help you. Anybody, really. And maybe you thought they would, but they didn't. So there is some sort of painful ending here. That may be where some of this regret is coming from on their side. They may have led you on and then cut you off. I don't know. It feels that your optimistic viewpoint triggered them, and they felt it their responsibility to show you that you were wrong, that the world is an awful place. What they didn't realize at the time was that you already knew. You were just hoping to build something different. What they've realized is they know what happened, and they know how awful it was, how painful it was, and if they were a part of it, they know what they did. I take it that this is something that happened before your awakenings. Most certainly theirs, because this was completely acting out of shadow. If this is what happened, don't make it fit if it doesn't. In their past experiences with you, they perceived you as someone that was adventurous and passionate, maybe even a little bit rebellious, a bit wild, really, unpredictable. I mean, look at that Knight of Wands, Group 3. I mean, riding a goat with a cape on your back and a spoon in your hand. I mean, come on. They perceived you as someone that was exciting, someone that was flirtatious, and also someone that maybe had a bit of a hot temper. I think you could have been very reactive to people and the things that they did. You may have been easily triggered, and people that didn't know what was going on with you may have found it entertaining to antagonize you. They thought of you as someone that would act first and ask questions later. There's still this very young energy coming out. I think what they've realized is that you do have a lot of energy, a lot of young energy about you. That's just part of who you are. But it's not that you are impulsive. You do think about the things that you're going to do. You're just very curious. The thing is that you're not afraid to experiment if you feel the need to. You're a lifelong student. You enjoy learning new things. You enjoy new experiences. You are thoughtful and honest. You're an adventurer in ideas and communication, as well as just action. You just have an adventurer's heart. And if you can learn something by riding a goat down a hill in your underwear, then that's what you will do. They really perceived you as someone that was fiery, that gained a lot of attention, someone that was very confident and very social. The life of the party. What they've realized is there is another side to you, though. This is a side that is also confident, but it is a quiet confidence. You don't share everything that you know. You know, there's all this young energy running all over the place in this reading. And then we have a very social and vibrant Queen of Wands. But in the corner, we have the High Priestess just sitting there watching it all. It's very intimidating. It's very intimidating. There's something about you that they have realized that has given them pause. There's a quality about you that is very wise and also a bit mysterious. You may have a very strong intuition, and you also may say things sometimes that you have no way of knowing about. And that's not really a quality you would expect from someone that has such a young energy about them. You just really are an amazing, beautiful, vibrant person, Group 3. I really enjoy your energy. I don't necessarily think that this person has been wrong about you in the past, only that they didn't see the full picture. I believe you have also changed a lot, and this person has too. For how these realizations have changed them, we have the Tower. So, a lot. Like I said in the beginning, they couldn't understand you until they understood themselves. Whatever happened between you in the past has changed you both forever. For the better, I believe. For two people to have such an impact on each other, it's not something that happens every day. So be grateful, even if parts of it sucked. All right, Group 3? Well, thank you so very much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this reading, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.